Come see this thing 1587, Deplatforming via debanking, AI inflated self-worth, lesbians x ball sports. This is a series where I summarize rantatonne posts made up of at least 3 things I have read, seen, or heard. First question, has banking been turned into a political weapon? My preferable society would enshrine freedom of association as a central pillar. Like, somebody should be allowed to have a business and decide who they provide services to, who they deal with, based off of any reason whatsoever. I don't care if they even provide a reason. But no should mean no. Of course, I would rather deal with the people who are doing it based off of a set of evidence and rationale that I agree with, but I would rather defend someone's ability to just not give someone a service, even if it's for the most inane or no reason at all, than say people must give someone a service. But when you live in the current system with states, there are situations where there's a limited amount of things that you can possibly do, like when it comes to banking. The state has limited what sorts of institutions are available to provide certain services, and then if you need those services, you have a limited amount of it. So that's provided a choke point for people who can take their own personal preferences on political and other social issues and make sure that you're not able to bank with them, putting you pretty much in a situation where you can't really do much in current civilization with the requirement of using fiat currency. This is part of why genuine cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have the chance of really bringing liberty to society. But before adoption of that, Trump administration in this section has a Fair Banking Act, which is trying to deal with some of this, but this is, of course, if you have an American bank, it's not going to really help people in most of the world where this is still a very common thing. This section focuses on AI and a few stories here where some people are getting very into it. I've talked about before how I think it could be positive in a way if it can strengthen somebody's inner monologue, or some people don't have it, maybe can use it. But there's something about AI that I think a certain sort of mentality might be led to certain behaviors by interacting with this. And there's a thing where you seems like intelligent, but I think if you're actually talking to other intelligent human beings in your regular life, you're not really going to confuse what's happening with AI with that. So there's 2 stories here. One from USA Today that says man took diet advice from ChatGPT, ended up hospitalized with hallucinations, which is interesting considering like these large language models still have hallucinations. So maybe this person was just kind of more prone to hallucinations and then triggered one using ChatGPT. Then the owner from Vice said ChatGPT told him he was a genius, then he lost his grip on reality. And I'm thinking this person probably had a tenuous grip on reality to begin with. But I think this is more like those American Idol singers who are just horrible. They get reinforced in the actual application process and nobody in their family told them they were garbage before. So they get there and they start saying, oh, these really good singers are making it and these mid singers are not. So I must be one of the really good singers. Then they get in there and Simon Cowell or the actual TV judges just get at them and they get all offended. So this doesn't mean that American Idol judges trigger people who can't sing. It's rather if you can't sing and you're in the mentality where you think you can sing, then you might get triggered by the judges. Last question, are sports teams a gay environment for lesbians? Ken LaCourte of Elephants in the Room does more of a scientific sort of study on this thing that I've noticed since I was much younger, that in certain sports like basketball and football for females, there seems to be a higher level of lesbians in them. And he talks about the nature and nurture aspects that lead to that.